Peace, y'all, and welcome into another reading. You already know the vibes. Divine Destiny, back at it like the tarot addicts. We just gonna jump right in. Today's reading, we are going to be discussing: is it intuition or is it anxiety? This came up because I hear all the time, just like when I'm reading for people, they ask me like, how do I know if it's my intuition or if it's just like me being over anxious or overthinking? You know what I'm saying? So we're actually going to ask spirit. I know the answer that I give people, which is that your intuition is going to whisper, right? Your intuition is not going to be that loud, aggy voice in the back of your head that's like rah, rah, right? That's going to be the anxiety, right? That's going to be coming from the ego. Your intuition is going to give you that whisper, that nudge one time, and it's just gonna wait and see if you listen, right? That's my advice as a reader, right? If it's leading you towards something that's lighting you up or igniting you, that's probably your intuition, even if it's a little scary. That's my advice as a reader, just as a spiritual being in general, right? Toward anybody. But today, in today's reading, we're going to actually be asking spirit, right? Is it our intuition or is it our anxiety? And discerning our next steps into our divine plan and the divine plan that spirit has for us in our life. So if that sounds something that interests you, tune in and vibe with me. We're going to connect with spirit. We're going to take a few deep breaths. At this time, giving gratitude to our spirit guides, angels, and ancestors, asking what messages you have to deliver to the collective today for the progression and elevation in every aspect of life. When it comes to discerning for for the divine action plan upon their life in every aspect, giving you gratitude for using the vessel in which these messages flow to and through, asking you to shield, clothe, protect, and cover me in these messages. Many blessings, something. Three of Cups, the Queen of Cups. Oh, oh, oh. The Hierophant came out with the Page of Wands and the Ace of Swords. The Hierophant is very discerning, right? Coming out with the Truth card, the Ace of Swords, right? So very discerning, very knowledgeable, very truth forward already off top, right? The Queen of Cups is very nurtured and balanced within emotions, which will help to bring you that level of clarity to help you discern, right? In your intuition. The Hierophant is giving me like, you already have it in you. You already have the knowledge and the wisdom in you, which is like, we say that over here all the time. So that's not new information, right? But it's like, with this Queen of Cups, it's the emotional balance to trust and to know that you already have all of the answers and the keys within you, right?
Tired of the constant hustle with no real results? You have the vision, the intuition, the knowing. But turning it into tangible success feels impossible. Without a clear, divinely aligned roadmap, you're just spiraling. Imagine having a spiritual accountability partner. Your personal divine alignment blueprint. This isn't just a reading. It's a 90-minute strategic command session. Pinpointing your purpose. Clearing energetic blocks. Forging your 6 to 12-month sovereign action plan. Translate your innate gifts into tangible success. Experience unshakable clarity and accelerated abundance. Stop guessing. Start commanding. Your divine success awaits. Divine Alignment Blueprint. Book your session now, mystictrainnaturals.com.
So, jumping right into it with this Three of Cups energy, I feel like Spirit is celebrating you, right? And they want you to celebrate yourself or how far you have come in your growth within your own awareness, right? Within your own discernment, within your own inner standing and understanding of that Three of Cups, right? They are recognizing and rewarding you at this time. Spirit, the universe, most high, whatever it is that you resonate with, right? Is rewarding you and celebrating you at this time for the level of inner awareness and inner understanding that you have come to, right? You with the relationship that you have built with your own inner knowing, your own inner voice, and your own discernment is what I'm hearing, right? And this recognition and reward card is very much giving me like your discernment is strengthening, and that is part of your reward, right? You're moving in a new level of awareness, a new level of from a new level of truth, of divine truth, right? Because of how you have moved in the past, of how you have utilized your discernment in the past, how you have built this relationship and connection with your intuition and discernment, you are now stepping into a new level of understanding in the divine truth, right? In all that is, right? So you're moving from a new level of awareness you have been granted, is what I'm hearing. This new level of awareness, this new level of connectivity with the spiritual union card. You are being connected with other individuals. That's why this Three of Cups is here as well, right? Because it's the card of friendship. You are being connected with other individuals who are also moving and being led by their own intuition and by their spirit guides, by their spiritual team, by the universe, by the Most High, right? Which is going to give you the safety and the stability to trust and know in your own awareness, right? When you're feeling like you're unsure, right? You are going to have other people around you, or you are calling in or attracting, you already have people around you who are on the same path, in the same level of alignment with you, who can and will give you the affirmation and the confirmation you need. And not even like it's going to be something on purpose, and it doesn't even have to be people that you know and connect with every day, right? This is just giving like Spirit is sending people into your life, whether it's a stranger at a grocery store or somebody you just talked to at a bus stop or like a one-off conversation, right? Spirit is sending people into your life who are on the same vibrational frequency and level of inner standing and outer standing as you, so that they can affirm and confirm what it is that you've been telling yourselves. The truths that you already know within yourself are being confirmed and affirmed for you at this point, right? So Spirit is asking you not to allow yourself to emotionally withdraw, not to allow yourself to fall into the same cycle of pulling away or building up walls, or just holding yourself back from fully connecting with people because of the things that we have gone through emotionally, especially in relation to people, right? Not to pull away from those who are being presented to you presently, or the messages and the guidance that are coming from people that may just not be it's not the messenger, it's the message, right? So you might be getting a message coming in here soon of confirmation or affirmation of something that you've already been telling yourself, but it's not going to be packaged in the package you expect it to come from. So just don't allow yourself to pull back from energies and people around you, because it's helping you move towards your foundation and achievement. You are being guided intuitively, right? It is all your intuition. It is not your anxiety, right? You are being guided intuitively toward the foundations, toward the achievements, toward the recognition, toward the reward. It is toward the spiritual unions in every aspect of relationships. It is that you're looking for, right? You're being asked to trust this awareness, trust this intuition, trust your discernment, trust yourself with this Queen of Wands energy. I'm sorry, Queen of Cups. Yeah, authority. You hold all the power it is that you need within you. With the Queen of Cups being the authority, like you hold the emotional balance, the emotional intelligence, the emotional integrity is what I'm hearing. To trust yourself, trust that you are moving intuitively into the right places and spaces to bring you financial and material changes and gains, right? You are being intuitively guided and intuitively led into the right spaces and places and opportunities to allow you to harvest and reap the benefits of what it is, the fruits of your labor that you have already sown, right? Spirit is asking you to choose wisely. Do not stress the things that are being shaken up. If it was shaken, things are shaken, right? And I'm thinking of like an earthquake, right? If you live somewhere where there's earthquakes, then you already know, right? If the foundation is built to be shaken, right? In anticipation that things are going to shake and quake and move around it, right? And so when earthquakes happen, your foundation is prepared for that. And so when it shakes things up, your foundation is still standing. And if it fell off of the foundation when you had that shake, when you had that quake, when you had that tremble, that disruption in your life, then it was not built sturdily anyway. And it was meant to fall off. 11:01 on my timer as I'm saying this, right? So Spirit is encouraging you to choose wisely, right? Move intuitively, not from a place of fear of what might fall off or what has fallen off or who, right? But choosing from a place of intuitive guidance of your own authority and power that you hold, right? Because the thing about the Queen of Cups that I find interesting is like she's sitting in the ocean. She is part of the ocean. She is one with the ocean, but she's holding and nurturing this cup. So it's almost like you have been cultivating what is in this cup specifically for however long you've been working on what it is that you've been working on, manifesting and moving toward. And so Spirit is asking you to like step into the authority of realizing like, okay, so you have cultivated this cup and you hold the power with what we gonna do with it. A lot of chakras. You're being guided to find balance. Eight could be significant. We are looking here, clarifying the Hierophant with the Page of Wands, and that came out with the Ace of Swords. The Hierophant, like I said, you already got the keys. You are already tapped in. I feel like it's important. She doesn't have shoes on, so remaining grounded within your own truth, within your own awareness, right, is what's going to help you move forward intuitively into these places of abundance, into this material harvest, into this next divine season, in alignment with the divine plan upon your life, right? You have to remain grounded in the truths and the awareness, the inner knowing, the understanding that you have been given, right? With this Hierophant, she's been given the keys of knowledge, and so has you. And so with this Page of Wands, it's like, what are we going to do with this information, this passion, this idea, this creative spark that has been given to you, the truths that have been revealed, that you have been like I said, granted the access to, right? This is your power to wield responsibly, right? The Hierophant has a large responsibility to move justly with what it is that she knows at this point, right? with this moving on card, definitely moving on from feeling like you don't know what you know. I'm getting a very clairsentient, I'm sorry, well, yeah, it's clairsentient, right? But claircognizant is what I meant to say. But clairsentient is significant fact that it just slid off my tongue like that. But I'm getting a very claircognizant energy, right? So you know what you know, right? From your experiences, from past lives, from everything you've been through up until this point and up into this life. Right, up into this version of you, you know what you know, and so Spirit is asking you to trust that, right? The question was, is it your intuition or is it your anxiety? And you're moving past feeling like you don't know what you know. You're moving past questioning or doubting what your inner voice or your inner voice is telling you.